Milan Fintech Summit 2022. We are here with Shalini Kurapati, who is a co-founder and CEO of the Clearbox AI. Shalini, thanks for being with us.
The pleasure is mine. Thank you.
In this summit, we talked about innovation, fintech, finance in general, and all the solutions that are used to grow and go ahead with the economic implementation, we can say. But data are so important, and in your business, they are the crucial point. So what are the innovation, the evolution of the data thanks to the AI?
Thank you. That's a great question. So, like we said, there are so many innovations happening in the fintech domain, and artificial intelligence is driving this innovation. So, banks, insurance companies, and all financial institutions have so much to gain by using AI, of capitalizing the data they have to improve their services, to optimize processes, and also to kind of future proof their business advantage for the future. However, a lot of people don't understand that the success of AI depends on the availability of data, because AI models require massive amounts of data for them to be, functioning well, to be accurate, to be robust. And we know that one of the biggest challenges in acquiring good quality data is the access to this data. Some of the many reasons could be organizational silos, and the major impact would be in terms of regulation. So you have privacy regulations, you have issues with, and banking is even more regulated sector than in general. So among all this, how do we foster innovation? So one of the trends that we see now is in terms of synthetic data, which means it is kind of based on real data, and you create synthetic data based on real data, which has the same statistical properties of the real data, but it's much more cost efficient and privacy preserving, which means that you can start innovating your AI projects, start building them without having to wait months before you have access to the real data. So it's really about accelerating innovation, and Gartner predicts that most of the AI projects will be using synthetic data in the near future.
So speed, simplification, and quality. The quality of data is one of the most important point on which focus now. But in this process, what are the opportunities coming from companies and people also?
No, absolutely. Because you made a wonderful point. Because data is so important for AI models, and we always say it is garbage in, garbage out. If you have bad quality data, you have bad quality results. So good data quality is a lot of work. 80% of the time, data scientists spend time on cleaning data, making sure that the data is good for the models, and that is such a waste of resources of very smart people to clean the data. So if we can find a mechanism where we can have good quality data, or have techniques to test data quality and improve them at by demand, on demand, and test all kinds of scenarios, and not just train the models on historical data, but also a lot of what if scenarios, we can have very robust models in an efficient manner.
The adoption of AI is one of the more interesting topics that also in Europe we are discussing about, but is so difficult in terms of regulation, in terms of innovation, also in the cultural approach of the companies. According to you, what are or will be the next steps to go ahead and make growing these market or industry?
Absolutely. Regulation is definitely an important factor that is driving the way that we are doing innovation, especially in Europe. And sometimes it's wrongly attributed that only Europe does regulation, but also in America, there's a lot of regulation, but it's much more fragmented. Europe is a bit more unified in a lot of things. So when we look at solutions like ours, they are kind of a bridge between innovation and regulation, in the sense that you can still do innovation while respecting regulation. So we look at more a by design approach. Can we do privacy by design instead of waiting for a regulation? So you're already set, and you can still do innovation and still protect your data, and so you are winning on both sides.
And so the trend, what will be to focus on?
I think companies should really have an eye about the future, and not just look at their current demands. Of course, what happens always looking to the future and trying to embrace the right products now might be challenging for a lot of companies, but they have to definitely focus on areas where they have so much to gain, and especially how are their data pipelines set up, because they are sitting on literally mountains of data that could be gold inside, and they have to get their priorities right, like how are we going to exploit this information and be competitive and always be robust in the future. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much. This pleasure is mine.